Ano ba ang mas maganda? Condo rental or REIT? Let's do the math. Let's say, for example, sa condo, yung capitalization mo ay abot ng 5 million pesos. And you're planning to rent it out for 25,000 pesos per month or 300,000 pesos per year. Para makuha natin yung yield, all we have to do is divide 300,000 pesos sa 5 million. Aabot yan siya ng 6% na yield. But of course, this is based on gross. Meron pa tayong mga expenses na kailangan natin bayaran tulad ng mga condo dues, taxes, and etc. So let's just say na aabot yan siya ng 10%. Yung 10% ng 300,000 ay 30,000 pesos. 300,000 minus 30,000, yung net mo is only 270,000 pesos per year. Now, i-compare natin siya ngayon sa REIT, particularly a REIT. Capitalization, let's just say for example, the same lang para patas yung laban natin. Now, as of this recording, ang dividend yield ng a REIT is 5.58% per annum. So if we get 5.58% of 5 million pesos, that is 279,000 pesos per year. Now, sa expense naman ng A-REIT, wala ka kasing babayaran ng mga condo dues and property taxes, etc. Kasi nga, sila na yung bahala dyan. However, every time you earn dividends, meron niyang siyang 10% na withholding tax. Since kumita ka ng 279,000 pesos, kukunan natin yan siya ng 10%. And that is 27,900. So, all we have to do is deduct 279,000 pesos sa 27,900, which is 251,100 pesos. So, in this illustration, we can say that condo is earning more compared to investing in a REIT. However, hindi lang kasi lahat pera. Meron ding mga ibang factors na kailangan rin nating i-consider, particularly itong tatlo. Yung management is that since condo rental, ikaw yung maghahanap ng tenant, pag may concern sila, ikaw yung mag-asikaso doon, at anything that you need to do para ma-manage mo yung property na maganda pa rin siya. Therefore, meron kang management na kailangan mong gawin for condo rental. Sa REIT naman, or A-REIT, M-REIT, or other REITs that you want to invest in, hindi mo na kailangan ng management kasi may partner ka na property manager. Sila nang bahala kung anong gagawin nila sa mga buildings in order for it to be good. At yung mga tenants rin nila, sila na rin ang nagmamanage in behalf of you. Ikaw ang investor. Another thing that you have to consider naman is liquidity. Honestly lang, sa condo or any property for that matter, medyo mahirap siya i-liquidate. Iilan lang yung mga tao na may 5 million pesos na willing to buy your property or even when the value appreciates by the time na kailangan mo na siyang ibenta. So yung liquidity, I would say na nasa sakto lang, hindi naman siya hindi mabenta, medyo mahirap lang ibenta. Mas madali ibenta yung REIT mo kahit na 5 million pesos yung capital na nilabas mo. Why? Maraming masyadong willing na mag-buy sa stock market. Now, sa leverage naman, you can also maximize kasi the banks. And the good thing about condos is, pwede mong i-leverage ang bangko. Meron tayong mga down payment na 10 to 20% of the value of the property. And then, dahan-dahan mo siyang bayaran for the next 3, 4, or even 5 years. And yung 80% na balance ay manggagaling sa bangko. That's the good thing when you invest in a condo as well to do it for business or if you want to flip it in the future. Unlike naman sa REIT, you cannot ask the banks to borrow money in order for you to invest in REITs. So both of these investments ay maganda. It really depends on the investor, which is ikaw, kung ano yung preference mo. Which brings us to the question of the day. Ano ba ang mas gusto mo? Condo rental or REIT? Let me know your answers sa comment section.